The year is 2010, and you and all of your buddies are playing the latest and greatest Call of Duty. Quite possibly the greatest game of all time, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. This is when one of your buddies tells you about another game that recently came out, a game about knights and castles. And although it's probably the last thing in the world you want to play, it keeps bugging you, and finally, after bugging you a bunch of times, you finally give in and decide to check out whatever game he's talking about. What is going on, guys? This is TheLostYeti here, and that's actually how I first heard about Castle Crashers. From the first second that I heard its iconic theme music, you know I was absolutely hooked. And I can think of all the nights that we tried to get as many people on as possible, fill a lobby of 4, and try to take on as many of the levels as possible. So join me as we take a look back at a little forgotten indie game. Today, we're playing Castle Crashers. Now, of course, the game begins in the barracks, when a wizard spares no time taking your crystal. Now, I'm not sure why it's our responsibility, but it is, so quickly we take up arms and begin taking down the barbarians to try to go and get our crystal back. Oh, and did I mention they also kidnapped 4 of your princesses, which now are your problem too. So after fighting your way through hordes of barbarians and I believe the medieval equivalent of a tank and sustaining some minor losses, no big deal, my dude, I think your buddy old pal, old friend there is deceased. You quickly find your first princess in the arena, which means you need to take on this guy, if he even is. I don't know what he is. You have to take him on. That way you can save the first princess. Since time is of the essence, we dash directly into the forest after the princesses to try to go rescue them. But what's an adventure without some companions? Don't you dare touch my alligator! Don't touch my alligator! My dude! He is my friend. I think the best part is that he can just see directly in the deep, dark pits of your soul. I mean, look at that face! And we've gotten our first animal pet, too. Also can see directly into your soul, but we don't mind this. Well, no, our buddy old pal friend wasn't long for this world. While trying to figure out while our alligator friend left us, I noticed a few other animals that were acting a bit odd, and it wasn't too long until we found out exactly why, and just like our alligator, we had to get out of there quick. Naturally, we had to make a mad dash and ended up diving into the river to try to make our escape. Thankfully, we were able to catch up with the alligator as we were making our way down the river. Hey, gator boy, I forgot about you. I mean, I would never. No, my gator, no! Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like we were the only ones able to catch up, as we quickly had to deal with the catfish. And with a little known thing called a actual cannon, the cat was gone in no time flat. Now, after all this adventuring, you know we had plenty of levels up stocked for us to upgrade our character. And naturally, we did the only viable option and dumped them all into the magic skill tree, which seemed like a great idea until we met with our little tornado friend here, who promptly stomped us into the dust. And with any good video game, you know the only way to settle this was to drastically overlevel our character. After our brief training montage over here, we are now level 21 and we have magic that is slightly more powerful than it used to be. Sorry dude, it's like you're getting hit by a truck and he's dead. Like, no big deal, literally no big deal. Give me back my minion, my little rabies boyo. With our newfound powers, we were able to quickly steamroll a giant bat, an organ-playing lunatic, and we very quickly found out that cats really do have 9 lives. Around this point in the game, we were able to find one of my favorite swords, well, you know what it is. You can see it. It's a legally distinct not lightsaber. Disney, please don't come for me. We were also able to track down the Cyclops we saw earlier, which was holding our next princess captive. And although he threw a few cheeky shurikens, he was also quick to fall and quick for us to save our next princess. Also guys, if you made it this far in the video, please drop a like. It really helps the video do well and helps small creators like myself grow. But without further ado, let's carry on our journey. Our next objective, if we actually wanted to go and save the 2 remaining princesses, was to find a way to cross the ocean. The only way to do so was going to be to find a golden telescope and a golden ship's wheel. Now the telescope wasn't too hard to find. All we had to do was fight a giant robot. Now that's not too hard. And thankfully we were able to put the telescope in our pocket. That said, by the time we actually went to go and get the ship's wheel, we were definitely showing signs of our fatigue. You know, I was always curious what these guys are supposed to be. Like, are they actual gargoyle/demons, or are they just gargoyle demons / people dressed up as gargoyle demons that happen to be in the lava? Like, is this a cult? Are they just cults? Or cultists? Is that the word? Though we pressed on, slayed a dragon, and also quickly acquired the ship's wheel. This meant that we were able to turn back to the dock and set sail. Now you knew it wasn't going to be that easy. Shortly after setting sail, we were quickly attacked by ninjas. Yeah, ninjas, you heard me right, where we had to fight to stay alive and make it back to shore. Once making it to land, we made 2 very important discoveries. 1, we acquired a shovel, and now we can dig up all buried items. That's huge. And 2, we've discovered a previously unknown alien race. But more importantly, I said I got a shovel, and it seems these aliens too were very jealous of my shovel and promptly tried to abduct me. So I did what any sane person would do and promptly beat them with my shovel while activating a self-destruct sequence. I quickly made my way to an escape pod and landed not too far from civilization. There, I practiced my diplomacy by winning a map by the only means necessary, a volleyball match, in hopes that the map would be able to lead us to our princesses. While making our way north, we traversed through a graveyard. We fought an animated ear of corn, which somehow rewarded us with a horn? Not sure how that works out. That horn then gave us access to a previously locked hidden temple and allowed us to cause plenty of havoc. But it seemed that not everyone was as happy as I to have a new horn. Medusa, not thrilled with our recent acquisition, picked a fight with us where we had to give her a taste of her own medicine. At this time, there was still no sign of the princesses, so we knew we had to keep pushing north. We knew we had to be headed the right way when we first started to see snow. The Ice Princess couldn't be too far away now, and after a little bit of an identity crisis, and into the ice caves we go. I believe I found myself a lost Yeti, which is kind of funny. I forgot that there was even a Yeti companion. We managed to find our princess and her captor. Oh, please, no. I'm not ready for this. I have no health. Just give me the, I have potions. I'm dumb. Okay, we're fine. This whole time I'm like, I can't get hit. Dude, just use the stupid potions. Oh, is he just dead? Let's go. Get frozen, my dude. You didn't even stand a chance. And I know we saved the 3rd princess, but more importantly, we also got ourselves a pup named Pazzo. Pazzo? Yeah, Pazzo, you could come with me. Pazzo, you're already paying dividends. What sword are we carrying? Oh, the bone? I understand. Well, at least you have your priorities straight there, Pazzo. With Pazzo by my side, I knew it was finally time for us to confront the wizard. But of course, we had to take down his lackeys first. We quickly defeated the painter, took down the organ man and the Cyclops a second time, and then took on Batman. Or, well, he's kind of a necromancer, Batman, necromancer, same thing. And with nothing else standing in our way, it was time for our fight with the wizard. We start off the wizard battle by first shattering a handful of crystal shards, no doubt controlled by the wizard. We then face the wizard himself as he tries to protect himself from all of our physical attacks. We quickly defeat this phase and receive our final chest of the game. Too bad, it was just a trap, and now we have to take on Spider Wizard, the beast of my nightmares, or simply put, what keeps me up at night. This is followed by a second balloon phase, and at last we get a little hand-to-hand combat. Naturally, he stood no match for our fight, and with the world crumbling down around us, we had to make our escape. Yeah, let's go! Where's the crystal? Where's the crystal? Get me on! Get me on! Let's go! The credits roll as we ride our crystal into the sunset, reliving all of the adventures that we had along the way. But don't you worry, we get to have our final reward by kissing the last princess. And I can't even act that surprised because this game is about as weird as it gets. I think that's really why I enjoyed going back to it as much as I did. If you guys haven't played it yet for whatever reason, sorry for spoiling the story, but if you have 3 other friends, I highly recommend that you hop on and give this game a try. It really is great and it really does hold up. Also guys, if you like Castle Crashers themed content, I must give a shout out to Reckerless on YouTube. I actually saw one of his videos and that's what inspired me to make this video. So if you like that style of content, go guys, check him out. I watched some of his videos, they're super good. I can't recommend them enough. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got time for today. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out with me. As always, this has been your host, TheLostYeti, and I hope to catch you guys in the next episode.